Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. This video right here, we're gonna do some grinding, sharpening. Don't worry, you car guys, I got some stuff to kind of show off, like a small unboxing. Kind of show you what I've got from the UPS and FedEx man here in the last few weeks while I'm waiting on that block. We'll cover that later. But I had one subscriber and he was asking, he just left a comment, man, you know, put a 2-2-1, grind it from start to finish. So we're going to do that. Let's see. I had another subscriber. He wanted to know just wanted to see what I use for dust collection in my shop. That's not a big one. That's just, you know, opening these doors up. And dude, I don't like getting in there that often. I clean this stuff out about every 3 or 4 months, but it's nasty in there. You know, it's a good hour job cleaning it all out, vacuum. You know what I'm talking about. But I got a 12-inch blade. I know you can't see it because I ain't ready to do it yet, but sitting right here. It's got one tooth on it that needs to be replaced, so that's a good candidate to, you know, start to finish. That will, you know, show you everything you got to do. And I'm going to do it on this 357. Although I don't like side grinding on 357, but we'll do it. You know, that'll help you out a little bit. But in the process, I've got 2 of these 24-inch 80-tooth blades I got to completely build. I finally got the plates in after about 13 weeks of waiting on them, because they couldn't find the blades that goes to the machine. So I got to do them too. So it's going to be a late night for me. But we'll throw that one in there. That one tooth would that quick, you know. Be done with that. And like I said, you car guys, if you ain't interested in this, just skip to the end and we'll do a little, hey, you know, this is all the stuff I've bought so far. This is what came in. I've bought a whole bunch more stuff. So hang in there. Let's get on this. All right, guys. This is what we got going on. I about got them 2 big blades done. This one still got to go in the side grinder over there. But that one's finishing. That one. This one's just now getting ground in to go on the side grinder to put on that. Then I can get her that 12-inch blade. All right, guys, it got a little bit late last night working on them big blades. Had a little hiccup with the grinder, but I got it fixed. Took and delivered them actually today. But now let's get on to this stuff. This little 12-inch blade and running through that little grinding segment. Okay, this is a 12-inch. I call it a plywood blade. It's, you know, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cutting teeth, 1 raker tooth. But you're going to see, let me explain this real quick and then we'll get busy. By the book, they tell you every time you knock a tooth out, you need to take and grind that seat out. I never do that. I used to. And then I figured out I was distorting that freaking pocket, you know, pushing that tip back farther. So I quit doing that. I just heat them up, knock them out, stick a new one in, because that pocket will still have a little silver left in there, which makes it suck itself right back up in there. So that's why you ain't gonna see me grind this pocket. We've already face ground this whole blade except for this one tooth. So all I gotta do is concentrate on this one and then grinding it in and then top grinding the blade. So here we go. All right guys, as usual, I'm about out of flux, but I got another can up here. Coat this thing down and the blade behind it. Put a little bit on here just for the heck of it. Now, let's get busy. Alright guys, before we get into finishing that up, let us look at this dust collection so people can see, okay? Might have to get a flashlight, but here we go. Alright, so we got a Delta, same thing you buy any Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever. 650 CFM. And I've got it run through this tube up to, tying in and out through the top. And then we got an old Wood Tech. I'm not gonna, yeah, it's on the other side. Got an old Wood Tech here. Same thing, right? 650 CFM. Now, these work great. They really do. But you need to enclose these. Don't have them sitting out in your shop, any of these. Because when this bag gets enough pressure, it's going to come up and, just pop. And when it pops, dust just goes right back out in the air. That's the reason I built this enclosure. Now, after you do that, you got to make sure there's this all. Watch this. See it turn back different color? That's all the carbide and metal dust is caught out of this shop. So even if you do build an enclosure or have a closet, you need to have a ventilation so it can go through and make sure you filter. This one right here's got one filter here, 12 by 12. There's another filter, you can't really see it right there, 12 by 12. There's one over here, 12 by 12. We sucked that out with a vacuum cleaner the other day. And one down here, that's a 12 by 12. So it's, sucking in and blowing out, not impeding the airflow until them filters get dirty. See? Bags on these, real quick, and we'll get back to what we was doing. Bags on these. Don't worry about going anything other than what came on them. You can get micron bags for these things. All it does is cut down the airflow. You don't want that. put these things in an enclosure somewhere and, you know, let them vent, but filter the vent too. Another thing about dust collectors, right? Don't put these outside. Don't put them outside and expect to heat your shop. That's not gonna happen. This thing's number one goal is to suck any air that you got it pointed at out of the place. So if you put it outside and you're trying to heat a shop, not gonna happen. Every bit of heat you put in there gets sucked right outside, right? Unless you have a return vent somehow back into the shop. That's what I'm working on that pegboard back there, trying to figure out how to get this out of here and the air compressor and put it against that wall on the outside and recirculate all the air. That way I don't lose a crap ton of money on heating. But anyway, there you go. I can't remember which one of you asked about that, but that's what I use. Just random, run the mill. You can get them at Harbor Freight probably. 650 CFM does great when they're good and clean. 3 outlets with a 5-inch port.
Show me the ports.
And then, you know, this is all 5-inch all the way over till we get down to the end. And what I've used there is dryer vent hose, which cuts down to 4-inch. So we got a lot of suction. You see me? Hang on. So we got a lot of suction at the nozzle. Then it opens up into high volume, right? Make sure you ground your dust collection system. This thing will build up static electricity and it can cause a fire or it can shock the crap out of you. Okay, so that's a trip of my little dust collection system. If you got more questions on that, please ask. I'll try to answer the way I done it. This piping is not cheap. And if you run PVC through a dust collection system, make sure you drill holes and run copper wire all the way back and ground it to the dust collector. If not, static electricity will get you, I'm telling you. So make sure that happens. Now, other than that, let's get back to grinding this blade. Well guys, looks like this is going to end up being a 2-parter. It's only a 29-minute video, but for some reason my phone ain't letting it happen. So there's going to be a part 1 and part 2. Hang in there. Let me get this other one uploaded.